Fertility Center's Chest and Back Strength.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan. Joining me today in the seated position is Allison. We're coming at you today for chest and back strength. So the great thing about this workout is that you can choose the weights, household item, or body weight that is suitable for you. So interchange those weights if you'd like to. I'm using 8s and 10s, and Allison will be using 8s and 5s. You can use household items, or again, opt to use no weights at all and just do range of motion. So we have 3 sets to go through. We're gonna work on the chest muscles and the upper back muscles. We are gonna be active for 40 seconds, resting for 20, and we're doing 3 sets through those sets. Okay, ready for this? Let's do it. So I'm gonna head down to the mat. And if you don't have a mat, that's okay. Get yourself onto a soft surface. You can use a blanket, you can get onto a carpet, whatever works the best. And in your seated, make sure your chair is nice and sturdy. Those locks are on, and let's get started. So I'm gonna go a little bit heavier on this one. I'm gonna be doing a chest press. So our 2 exercises for set 1 is chest press and push up. So on your back or leaning in your chair, those weights are going to be extending from chest. So my elbows are going out to the side, my palms are facing away from me. I'm gonna press those weights up above my chest, having the ends of the weights touching, and then gently bring them back, gently tap the floor with my elbows and press back up, okay? So Allison is doing the same kind of motion in her seated, just making sure that she's really activating that core and she can rest on her chair, pressing her arms away from her chest. Alrighty, I will explain the push-ups as we get through our rest. So 40 seconds active, 20 seconds rest. You ready for this, Allison? She's like, let's do it. All right, 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So another great thing about the chest press is that you can do this one arm at a time, if that's more comfortable for you. You can choose how high you press those weights, or household item, or if you're just doing range of motion. Another thing to keep in mind is as we're pressing those weights above our chest, that we keep it above our chest, not going over our face, and that we're not going over the abdomen. We stay right above the chest. Very important to exhale. Good. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Awesome. All right, we're gonna flip over, going into push-ups. So for your push-ups, spread your fingers, keep your hands about mat width or a little bit wider than shoulder width. We're lowering our chest down towards the floor, keeping those elbows tucked in, knees, or you can come up onto your toes to go into those push-ups. In your seated position, palm presses, hands together, heels of your hands are together, and pushing your hands forward as you sit up tall. 40 seconds, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down and back up. So you can lower the intensity by staying on your knees. You can increase the intensity by going up on your toes. You can also lay down and push yourself back up. And then for your seated position, what Allison can do for her low intensity is not press her hands as she comes back into that position. Okay? Doing a great job. Whew. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent job. All right, we're gonna go back to the chest press. So go ahead and grab those weights, household items, or just doing body weights. This is your time to now switch up those weights if you need to. Maybe you need to go a little bit heavier, a little bit lighter. Listen to your body. Whew. All righty, I'm ready for the second round. What do you think, Allison? Let's do it. All righty, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Press and back down. So you may notice that your breathing's getting a little bit heavier. Maybe your heart rate's increasing a little bit. That's okay. What I want you to do is stay in control of that breathing. So inhale and exhale. So exhale as you press away from your body. Inhale, coming back. Good. So I find sometimes that when we stay in control of that breathing, we're able to really focus on that strength. Good, 3, 2, 1, and gently release. All right, Allison, how was that second round? Yeah, good, good, good. All right, let's get ourselves ready for push-up and palm press. All right, about mat width or shoulder width, fingers are spread. A nice thing about these push-ups is you can utilize your weights if you would like to, so support your wrist a little bit so you can have those weights underneath you. All right, ready, set, let's go. So I'm gonna opt to still stay on my knees. Really important to tighten that core up nice and tight. And when you're in that seated position, stay up nice and tall and really tighten that core up. And when you're pressing to the heel, make sure you exhale as you push your hands away. Awesome. Okay, you're more than halfway now. Don't forget to breathe. Less than 10 seconds. Come on, you're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. That one's kind of sneaking up out of nowhere. Okay, let's go back to our chest press. Flip back over. Seriously, a chest burnout. I like that. That was good. All right. Let's burn out this chest one more time. We will eventually have to do other chest exercises, but for right now, chest press. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Last round. So I want you to do a self-assessment. How do you feel? Are your arms starting to shake? Are you maybe, breathing a little bit heavier? Maybe not pushing your arms as high. So do that self-assessment. And if you need to, reset yourself, lower those weights. Maybe don't press up as high. It's all about strengthening here. We don't want to injure ourselves. We got 10 seconds left. Come on, press with us. We got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, thank goodness that one's done. Let's get these push-ups out of the way. I do have to say, everyone has that dreaded exercise. Push-ups is my number one. I would do every other exercise on the planet except for push-ups. But sometimes the things you don't like to do, you gotta do in order to strengthen yourself, right? All right, let's do it. Palm press, push-up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We are all in this together. So keep pushing. Remember, you can do lay down and push yourself back up for that lower intensity. And in that palm press, you can either push both ways forward and back or just the one. Okay, we're halfway there, Allison. Let's do it. Woo! I can feel it shaking and burning. Come on, almost there. Woo! Almost there, come on. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, I got like a quarter one in there at the end. Awesome work. Okay, set number 1 is done. Okay, so now, a little bit of chest still on this one, but we're gonna add a little bit of back into this one. So I'm gonna continue to stay laying on my mat. I'm going to keep one heavy weight with me, so I'm gonna push the other one out of the way. This one, you'll need a little bit of room in your head space, whether you're seated or on the mat, so make sure your space is clear. So our first exercise actually requires both weights. So I'm gonna stay with my 10s, but you can change it up if you need to. Similar to chest press, we're gonna do pec fly. So palms are facing in, extending from chest all the way up above. Arms are straight with a slight little bend in those elbows. We're gonna open our arms out to the side and then squeeze those weights back up into the center above my chest, okay? So Allison is following right along in her seated, up nice and tall, leaning back, opening her arms out to the side with a slight bend, and then squeezing those weights in the center. All right, you ready for this? Let's do it in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Set number 2, pec fly. So on this one, what I want you to do is exhale as those weights squeeze together. Inhale as you open up. In your seated position, make sure that core is strong. You can rest on your chair, but make sure you don't round in your upper back. Good work. You can do this one arm at a time by keeping one in the center, open to the side, and then the other way. We got 10 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, now I'm going to go to one weight, and Allison's going to follow along with her seated. She's going to make sure she is still leaning back on her chair, but keeping up nice and tall. We're going to hold onto the ends of our weights, or your household item, or you can just put those hands together. Weight is still above my chest, but now I'm going to raise my arms above my head, down towards the floor, and then pull that weight up just past my chest, okay? In your seated position, you can bend those elbows a little bit more if you want to, and just raise up as high as you feel comfortable. You don't have to go all the way up. You can go to maybe the crown of your head, your eyesight, wherever's the most comfortable for you. All right, Allison, let's do this. 40 seconds, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So what I want you to do is raise your arms, and then as that weight comes to about chest, I want you to imagine your shoulder blades squeezing together, and then raise up again. You don't have to reach all the way to the floor. Again, you can go till it's just above your head and then squeeze back up. Exhale as you raise. Inhale, back down. We got 10 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew, good work. How do you feel? Good? Are they? Good. All right, Allison's arms are already on fire. We're gonna go back to those pec flies. Even more of a burn for the upper body. You're doing a great job. So don't forget to breathe. Tighten that tummy up. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go. So a few reminders for that seated. Core strong, leaning back in your chair. Make sure you're not rounding your back. Open your arms and squeeze. And if you're on the floor, drive your lower back right into that mat. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. We never, ever, ever want to hold our breath. We always want to breathe. We got 10. Come on. Doing a great job. We got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. Those pectoral muscles are starting to feel the burn. So if you would like to increase a little bit of that intensity in your mat position, feel free to hold on to both of those weights instead of just the one, and have the weights together and go into that overhead reach. That's to increase that intensity. I'm gonna stay to the one. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Overhead reach and pull. So I want you to pretend your arms are reaching for a rope and you're pulling it back up into the center of your body. Good. How are you feeling, Allison? Nice. So this is kind of like a dual, working the chest and the back, but trying to make our back our main focus on this one. We got 10 seconds. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good work. Okay, it's our last set. Let's do it. And then I can now promise you there's no more chest after this. The only promise I will ever make for you. All right, but you know what that means though? That's gonna be a back burnout. Whew. Ready, set, pec fly, let's go. Open and close. And again, that reminder, you can do one arm at a time if you would like to. Just make sure that opposite arm is staying in the center. Same goes for that seated position. Woo, my chest is shaking. How you doing, Allison? Yeah, do you feel it shaking? Yeah, nice. You're doing a great job. Come on, stay with us. We got 10 seconds to go on this pec fly. And then you're done chest. You can do a celebratory dance. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and rest. Almost didn't get those weights back up. Whew. All right, overhead reach. Last time for this one, and then we move on to just the back. Whew. Take a big inhale and exhale. Ready? Let's do this last round. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Overhead reach and pull. So just that reminder, the lower you go down towards the floor or the higher you raise and you're seated, that higher the intensity. Good. Keep breathing. Keep that core strong even though you're on the mat or in that seated position. Good. We got 10 seconds. Come on. Right to the end. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo woo. Celebratory dance on the mat. Nice. All right. I'm gonna take a little breather, grab a drink, and move my mat out of the way, and then we're gonna work on just the upper back. So for this one, you can stay with your heavier ones, you can go a little bit lighter, completely up to you. On this first one, I might go a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna grab my 8s. So we're gonna be doing 2 different styles of rows. We're gonna be doing a palm up row and a narrow row, still working your back, but with your back muscles, there's lots of different muscles around. So this is a great way to target all of those muscles. So feet are gonna be hip width apart, toes pointing forward. Allison in her seat is gonna follow right along. We're both gonna hinge through our hips, our knees are gonna be bent. Palms are gonna be facing forward, holding onto our weights. Mine are just in front of my knees. Allison just has them on the outsides of her calves. We're gonna pull those elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then gently release. So make sure on this one that we're not releasing those hands too fast, okay? And you can do this one arm at a time if that's comfortable for you. All right, let's get started. And on that break, I'll show you that second exercise. Palm forward row in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So push your butt back, keep your shoulders back and down, and pull those weights, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Have your gaze or head pointing down towards the floor to keep your neck in neutral. So I'll give you a side profile, pulling the elbows back. So on this one, we want to exhale as we pull, inhale back forward. We got 10 seconds. Come on, stay with us. We got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Can I gonna switch over to my heavier ones? Same position, but this time palms are facing in instead of forward, and we're running our elbows along our rib cage, squeezing those shoulder blades and bringing those weights to just about under our armpits, and then releasing back forward. Same rule applies. Don't just let those weights take over and pull your arms down. Whew. You're in control of gravity. It's not in control of you. Ready, set, and go. So just a reminder, feet are hip width, toes pointing forward, knees are bent, and we're pushing our butt back. Side profile, pull back and squeeze. You can do this one arm at a time. It's like starting the lawnmower. Nice and controlled. Awesome. Take little breathers as you need those. If you need to stand up or sit up, get back into position you can. We got 10 seconds. Woo, the back is burning. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Good job. All right, so a little tip for both of those. If you would like to increase that intensity, I want you to pull back, squeeze those shoulder blades, and hold it for about 2 seconds, and then gently release. Really maximize that burn, but you definitely don't have to. All right, I'm going back over to my 8s. Palm up row, feet hip width, toes forward. Ready? Let's go. Pull and release. So remember, when we get in position, we don't want to round our upper back. We want to pull those shoulders back and down, stick our bums back. And in that seated position, your bum's near the edge of the seat, feet are planted on the floor. And a reminder, you can do this one arm at a time. Whew. Take little breathers as you need them. You can stand up or sit up in between. You go at your own pace. We don't want to go too fast through our strengthening moves. We got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, definite burnout on that back. You can definitely feel it now. Whew, get all loosey-goosey. All right, almost time for that narrow row. So again, you can pull back and squeeze for those 2 seconds to increase that intensity. Drop it onto those heavier ones. 3, 2, 1, go. So now the palms are facing forward. Elbows are running along your ribs. Exhale as you pull. Inhale back forward. And don't forget, you are in control of those weights or household item or arms as you go back down. Whew, it's burning. We got 10 seconds to go. Come on, stay with us. You're doing a fabulous job. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Whew, shake out those arms. Wiggle those shoulders a little bit. We got one more set. Then we're done. Chest and back strength. I feel stronger already. Even after just like one little workout, I feel strong already. Mind blowing. What? Chest was burning? When was that? All right, let's get this done. Last round, lighter weights, palm up row. 3, 2, 1, go. It's funny that you say that, Allison. I actually forgot that my chest was burning about 5 minutes ago. So this is perfect. The body can do incredible things. Whew. But now my back is on fire, so. Whew. Now you can go one arm at a time. We are more than halfway through this exercise. Come on. We got 10 seconds. Burn out with us right to the end. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done. Okay. Narrow rows, and then we're done. Shake out those shoulders. Okay, I'll grab my heavier ones. Okay, let's take this big inhale together. And exhale. Last round. Feet hip width, toes forward, hinge forward. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Run those elbows along those ribs. And again, you can do one arm at a time. If anything feels uncomfortable or there's any pain, remember you can stop. But if it's burning, keep pushing through. Those muscles are activating and strengthening. Come on. We are more than halfway. You got it. Stay in position, reposition if you need to. Stand up or sit up. Whew. We got 10 seconds. We're ready at the end. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. We got strong arms. Yeah. Air high fives to Allison. Bam. Air high fives to you. Bam. Good job. So your chest and back strength is all done. Don't forget to click on over to some of our stretching videos. Thank you for joining Alice and I. Guess what? We'll catch you next time.
Ability Center's Chest and Back Strength.